Hello everybody and welcome back to another Magic the Gathering Arena video. Hopefully, first off, thank you for all your comments on my previous videos. I think I've hopefully fixed my sound level now. I've turned my microphone up relative to the game, so I will have a little look back myself at some of these and check that I fixed that, but I think I have. So, anyway, moving on. Today I am looking back at mono green in Alchemy. So, the reason that I've decided to play with mono green is A, you don't really see it at all on the ladder anymore, which means not many people will be taking to play against it, but B, it's good against pretty much every deck on the ladder aside from Esper, which we do struggle a little bit with. So we're good against mono red because our creatures are just big enough to get in the way of theirs. We're actually relatively good against some of the combo decks, which are just leaving Alchemy today. But even so, there are still, you know, various different Revels related things out there which we're quite good against. The only way that we're good against those is whereas I would normally run 4 Blizzard Brawls and no real other removal in mono green up till recently, we're running 2 Master's Rebukes and 2 Inscription of Abundance. So Inscription's been in a few mono green decks around, but you don't see it loads. So Inscription has a fight effect as one of its modes, and then Master's Rebuke is a bite effect, so where the creature just does damage one way. The reason that these two are significantly better than Blizzard Brawl against combo decks, which will still exist even after the nerfs to Cabaret Rebels and Racketeer Boss, they are instant, so we can interrupt the combos with them, we can interrupt our opponent's plans, and even both of these work as combat tricks in certain situations. So we have our 7 removal spells, which is about the number I like to run in any deck, to be honest, even mono green. And then other than that, we've got a pretty low to the ground curve. So I'm running 3 Tenacious Pups, 4 Ascendant Packleader, so 7 1-drops. The reason so many is that A, we want to always have a 1-drop really, because we're trying to play an aggressive strategy, but B, I want something to pick up to ninjutsu in Jukai Liberator. So when I last released a green deck, I showed off the power of this card. Is really powerful. It's still powerful now. Being able to basically draw either a land or non-land depending on what you need is amazing. Like often it's going to be non-land, so you can make sure you're not drawing a dud, but sometimes the land is what you want, particularly when pairing with Forceful Cultivator. So Forceful Cultivator plays for 2 if you don't have any land cards in your hand, so that is why we are only running 21 lands, although we are running 2 Turntimber Symbiosis, so that this can often be played on turn 2, which works very nicely with both Packleader and Pup. The reason it works nicely with Packleader is that when you play a card with mana value 4 or greater, you put a 1/1 on it, so you can play a card with mana value 4 on turn 2 if you don't have any lands, and a sort of a 3/4 Vigilant Trample is a really nice turn 2 play, especially when it's pulling out a land as well. Other than that, we're running pretty much standard mono green aggression cards. So we've got 4 Werewolf Pack Leaders for the draw and optional trample, 4 Old Growth Trolls for all round power, and they'll ramp us if they don't exile it, and then 4 Ulvenwald Oddity. The reason we're running 4 oddities is that we need something to do with all the extra lands we pull out of Cultivator late game. If you will notice here, I'm not running any Ranger class. I don't think it's quick enough for the current Alchemy meta, but I am running 4 oddities, so that if we get to the point where we've dumped our whole hand out, we've pulled out our little lands with our cultivators, we've then got something to do with it. So this is actually a very relevant win con in the deck, turning oddity into behemoth. I'm running 1 Mammoth, that is just to get my land count up without putting lands in. We could potentially turn some more forests into some more Mammoths. I haven't done any maths on this deck. I don't know the optimum number of lands to have to end up with 2 on turn 2. I might do that at some point, depending on if I find that this works or not. I tend to just do stuff empirically, to be honest, with regards to things like that, because it's not an exact science, is it? It's just it's going to be close between the number that we have or slightly fewer. I prefer to err on the side of more lands in my decks in general. So yeah, that's what we're running today. It's a fairly self-explanatory run and hit them in the face with green stuff deck. However, there are some subtleties of when to use the instants or when to hold our removal based on what we're playing against. So I'm going to have a bunch of games today. We're playing, I think, somewhere in the 200s Mythic upwards. This will be best of 1, and I will have let's see how we get on. Let's do this. What are we starting at? 290. Alright. This is pretty awful. 4 lands and 2 pups is a mulligan. This is a bit better. I would suggest we probably throw a land, since we have the cultivator. Probably a snow land. Obviously it would be a different choice if we knew what we were against. Khan doesn't give me a big clue, so probably a Jund combo. If you're gonna have it. Oh no, is it? I mean, we have the chance for not our ideal start, but one of our top starts if we can ninjutsu this. Be interesting if they pass it that open, because okay, looks like they're going to kill the cultivator. Alright. Yep, troll's a nice play. Got this big boy. Nearly as big a stomach as me, look. Okay. So, everything untapped. I don't really want to play the oddity into that. I think it's going to be a double pack leader turn, so we'll swing. Play 1 pack leader. Let's see if this one gets counted. It's a possibility. Yeah, okay. That's why we didn't want to just jam the oddity. Something like that happens. Got the opportunity for a draw now anyway. Molten Impact. Ooh, Galvanic Molten would be pretty rough. Yeah, and it is. I suppose at least I've got the troll to attach. Very rough. So, get in with this. I mean, I could even pick it up on Liberator, but I don't think I will. Maybe we should. It's only 1 damage different. For an extra card. Feels weird, but 1 damage for 1 card. Take that. I haven't seen very many Izzet decks around at all, so maybe it's Jeskai, Hinata? I'm not sure what it is really. I mean, it's iteration, so it's likely got Alrod's Epiphanies in it. Obviously legal in Alchemy. So we can put... yeah, because we can always then take a land off the Liberator if it connects and play a troll. It does connect, okay. 1 land please, and we'll attempt to play this. Okay, that's been countered. So far this is a big bunch of counters and burn. I'm not sure what the end game is. But we've got lethal on board, plus this in hand, so... And given that they didn't manage to counter the last one of these, I suppose they could burn down the house now, and then we can put them to 2. Nope. Okay, first victory for mono green, putting us up to 258. Go again. Alright, next one. Couldn't find a mythic player to pair us up against this time, I think, so... Lucky me. It's not the best hand with no 1-drop, but on the play we've got an okay curve happening. Could have played this first, I suppose, but in case we draw, what do you call it, the cultivator this turn, I wanted to have the option to not play it, to not have a land in hand and play the cultivator. Paladin class in green-white. Okay, definitely a janky homebrew going on here. It's what I love to see. Crossroads on red, so it's Naya, Paladin class. Naya Angels? Okay. So if we brawl, then we can't play anything else anyway. I think we do want to brawl this, even though we haven't got 3 snow permanents, doesn't matter. It's 2/2. Put the pup in and hit for 3. It gives us some options for next turn. I mean, could have obviously just played out a troll, but this feels a bit better. Not quite sure what to expect from the opponent. Obviously we could attack with the pup and hope they don't block to ninjutsu in a liberator, but I think that we'll probably be blocked, so I'll just attack with this and play out the troll, I think. And then we will play this as a land so that we can oddity next turn. Gives a pretty powerful board state for us. Obviously the opponent could be drawing things. I mean, Paladin class of Welcoming Vampire feels like a bit of a non-bo unless all their creatures have 1 toughness. 1 power, because yeah, it's going to buff their creatures on the way in. Apparition for the troll is nice for the opponent. It's pretty much the best answer to Old Growth Troll, and they're attacking. I am tempted to go with the pup this time because we have abundance. So we'll attack with both. Best case is we put Liberator in for pup. Worst case is we just have to Inscription the pup and we get a token back for the troll. Nice. And then we can hold open Abundance, I guess, or I could replay the pup. Yeah, I can get a land and do both, actually. Don't want the opponent to ever question why I've done that. So I'm not going to use the... oh, sugar. Paladin class. It's at least once a month I'll misplay against Paladin class, because you never see that flipping card. Oh my god. Constantly misplaying against that card. Oh dear, that wasn't my finest moment. Pretty much thrown elite. Anyway. Oh man, come on. Stop punishing me like this. For being an idiot this once. I mean, weird that they played out all these things that they could have drawn off, I think. So, I could oddity and swing and draw with Packleader. If we get a land, great. If we don't do anything else this turn. Obviously they can just level up Paladin class and grow everything next turn. That's why I want to kind of be attacking as much as possible this turn. So I think that is the best option. We did not get a land, but another pup isn't the end of the world. So, only got 5 land. So a 2 off of Transforming Oddity, which would obviously win us the game. Man. God. These exile creatures are real, aren't they? It's just happened. Oh my goodness. That's really bad. Oh, they have 3 triggers. I'm just going to give them 3 scries so they can find another one of those. I may have misplayed myself into oblivion in this game. If we had just killed the Welcoming Vampire, or even any of these, we'd be in such a better position. Alright, so we need to use the Abundance kicked I think we just attack. So we could attack first and try and bait into a Trelasara block, or we just do it on the vampire and then attack so we draw. I think that's actually better, and if they block, they block. It's not actually that brilliant for us if they block, so... Okay, we just got another pack leader. Oof. Stem the flow of cards, but I mean, even just putting Paladin class and swinging by the opponent is strong. Thankfully, we've not taken any damage yet, so I can't really. Oh my god! It's 3 life back with the potential for a ton more. They could just keep scrying until they find more Valkyries, sadly. That's it, keep bottoming. As long as they bottom, we know they haven't found more Valkyries. God. I think that's GG. Next turn they can just put this on here and swing for 1 million. Oh man, that is bad by me. I cannot blame the deck, unfortunately. And we've gone from 258 to 316, but lesson learned. Okay, Mr. Two Papa. Played against this person a bit last season. I don't think we've played against them this season much. Wow, this hand, like... This is pretty shit in a 4-land hand. I mean, we're pretty unlucky to get 4 lands. That's a lot better. I think we can put one of these on bottom. Leads us to a nice start with this into this, as long as we don't draw a land. Only a 35% chance of drawing a land, so yeah. Do we kill the outcasts, or do we give them a chance to impact our pack leader? I think we just kill them. Don't take any chances. I just know that when I play this mono red deck, if someone picks off the outcast on turn 1, well, your turn 1, you just feel bad. That is why I think it's the right move. Why are we just drawing lands? What is happening? Thrown away a deck with a hand of loads of lands, and now I'm drawing more. I didn't have the balls to get down to 1 land in hand on my opening hand. I will definitely be using the Mammoth as a creature. I think we will use the Mammoth as a creature and hold this in hand. What are the odds that we can get more lands? So if we draw anything but a land next turn, this works. 33% chance, so 67% chance of no land. I have faith. Will they attack with their Stormseeker? Probably not. Okay, they will, good. And we can draw off pack leader. That is nice. Thank you at last game. Put this in. We will take another non-land. And we're looking pretty good now. Obviously the opponent's got quite a few cards and these Kamanos can come and smash us, but I've got a chump. I don't mind seeing more outcasts at this stage. Our Mammoth's the 5/5 on attack, so they need at least 1 blocker. Okay. So we don't want to yeah, we block. Okay, so play all of these this turn. Can't attack with the Liberator, sadly. But next time we've got a pretty devastating attack, because any of these pack leaders can be lethal. That is if the opponent can... They're probably not attacking with anything, I would surmise. Yeah, we'll let that happen. Fine. Okay. Gets the Mammoth up to a lethal. And we're going to draw 2 with the pack leaders, so I don't think I need to leave anything back. Interesting that we drew a Veil. So one thing is going through, which will be the Cultivator. Yeah, I think the opponent's dead because we can actually put both of these to be tramplers. I'm not sure what this. I don't think you can be double blocking with one fewer blocker. I think they're realising the bad news. Yep, that is the best possible blocks. But then this will trample over 3 and this does doing 2, so... It's a good game, my friend. There you go. Quite a happy board state at the end. Close. Definitely close, but green, just too big for red. Number 459 this time. Luckily in the play again. This is really nice. Yep, they don't get a lot better than this in terms of our opening hands. I mean, the 2 oddities aren't perfect, but pop into this, where we can guarantee playing it for 2 because of Turntimber is really nice. An update is available. Please restart Magic the Gathering Arena. I shall do so. That will probably hamper my recording ability. Although, it will suddenly mean that we don't run into any more Cabaretti Rebels decks. So maybe it will mean going straight back to just only Blizzard Brawls. Although I'm quite enjoying this Masters Rebuke a little bit. Don't know. Blizzard Brawl is just amazing. Yeah, I'm just going to lay into this opponent. Make them feel the hasty pain of Oddity. Worth playing Pack Leader. We'll then attack, in case they remove the Oddity, just to get the extra counter on it. We'll attack, play Troll, and the next turn we can get 1 more counter on Pack Leader. I don't think we want to just jam an Oddity into 3 open mana like this. It's probably be countered. Okay, yeah, worried about their life, very understandably. What did they exile for that? A Shadow's Verdict. Interesting. Probably think either got a spare in hand or they're not going to get there. Tasha.
Let's make this snappy. I'm busy.
Can obviously have a Cultivator. So we can rebuke this. kill Tasha with that, and face with these. Just gotta hope they do not have a spare verdict. They do. Okay. Back to the Oddity plan. We're getting through their cards at least. There's only so much ton of destroy one can have. Kaleem. Yeah. I think we just play both of these out now. See if there's a counter or anything on this. Yep. But their creatures being cheaper isn't going to help them that much, because I can't see that they've got tons of creatures. Maybe Kaleem's. Okay, we'll play this so that we can kick this if we need. Okay, I think for now we just let that resolve. And I'll play this out. So I think a mascot exhibition will lead us. If a mascot exhibition will win, because we can kick the inscription. So we can kill one blocker. Unfortunately the Packleader doesn't have trample, so if I make this a 6/6 and fight this, they can block. So this. So if my they've only got 3 to block with. Just had to get there in my head, but yeah. Okay, we forced it through. Forced through Esper. You can't reliably beat it, but you can beat it. It's whether they draw too many Vanishing Verses, which I don't know if they're even playing them, but so they're playing March instead, maybe. Yeah, went well. Okay. Next one. We're on the draw this time, so it's a good test. This 2 1-drops plus our Liberator, so I think we'll go Pup, since we're thinking of picking it up anyway. Could be against Esper again, so no, not Esper. Angels on the draw. I will go with an attack and see what happens. Yeah, I didn't think they would block. And we will take a non-land, since we have a land and a cultivator. Valkyrie. Gonna need some removal. We've got plenty of sort of chances to draw it, it's just whether we actually draw it. Probably could have. Nah, I probably wouldn't have got in with an attack there. Would have just risked being double blocked and looking like a moron. Oh man, this is bad news now. I always remember getting punished with angels back when I was playing Mono Green more. That could be a nice combat trick potentially for me. Let's attack with these.
The time is 4:46 p.m.
I didn't ask for the time. Thank you, Alexa. And then it's not a brilliant combat trick. Let's go with another cultivator. And we'll play this, pay 3 and put a Werewolf Packleader in, I think. Obviously, they are able to kill my creatures with their angels now, but I just wanted to get as many lands as possible with the hope that we can somehow get a flipped Oddity in. I don't think it's going to be possible, but you never know. Well, having a Blood Chief's Thirst as well. Yeah. The problem with Angels is obviously it does really well against us with mono green, but how well is that going to do against any of the combo decks, Esper decks, like mono red? It's not going to do well against any of those. Maybe mono red, I suppose, but yeah. Unfortunately, we are the brunt of this deck. This deck's anger. So put this in before playing the Oddity. And then Oddity, just to make this bigger. So next turn we're taking a ton in the air. 8, 12, 18. Yeah, if they just don't block, or just don't get anything dead by blocking, then they win. That'll do. GG. Okay, absolutely schooled by Angels. But yeah, I'm not too surprised. Matchroom 79. Next diamond opponent to smash me. Let's see. At least we've got a removal. Not the nicest hand I've seen. But beggars can't be choosers. Up first into some pack leaders. Are we against some kind of combo? Probably. Or are we against just maybe 1, 3, 2, 1, 2, 1? Sounds like some weird rap. 1, 3, 2, 1, 2, 1. Not what I expected. 10-year dragons or something, I'm guessing. We would like it if it was 10-year dragons, because I think we can kill. Not that particular dragon, maybe not. But well, it's rather unfortunate that I can't play that this turn, but let's finish this off. Give them a whole bunch of treasure, then let them play a massive dragon. But at least we're getting in for 11. And next turn they will be blocking the mammoth if they don't kill it. Unfortunately, they have 7 mana to play with now, as we had to kill that one off. Okay, that's pretty good, because they will have to block the mammoth. They'll have to chop at that. And then, yeah, dead. Just about. Yeah, so we've got 7 here as well. Not sure about that block, but yeah, dead anyway. GG. Yeah, the dragons are always a bit too slow in Alchemy at the moment. I've tried that deck a few times myself. I mean, I certainly wouldn't be playing that one, but yeah. Easy victory. Let's give it a couple more goes. Big Jerry. That's a cool name. Big Jerry. Let's see what they can bring. Well, this hand is a bit of an all or nothing. It's a pup into Liberator or fail, but I can't turn down a pup into Liberator. Jibe, run, whatever you want to call it. Stop it now. No more lands, please. At least we won't draw any for the rest of our game, right? Brilliant. Now we can attack without fear. I'm not sure what combo it means is coming my way, but Gala Greetings don't see around very often. I think we'll have a non-land. I think we're done. I think we're good with land. Okay, and what have we got in this deck? 21? 21 lands? Obviously we've got some whatever they call it, Timber Crown, no, Turntimber Symbiosis as well. Okay, well they're ramping. It's pretty rampy. I'm guessing this is like a Ginny Vader or similar. I'll pup our pup. So I could Inscription of Abundance, the Face Breaker, which could be a good option, but let's wait and see. Now we've got the endless wait whilst they have to skip all their triggers to sacrifice a treasure with Facebreaker. Facebreaker, again, not a card you see very often. I think there's an interesting deck maybe somewhere with a evasive 2-drop plus Facebreaker, ramping into something ghouly, but I think it's probably a standard deck with Goldspan and treasures. I don't know, maybe. We'll see what the opponent's got to do with what alchemy options they've got open to them. The question is, do I Inscription now whilst they only have 1 mana, or do I let them have loads? I think we probably let them have loads. I don't know what they're going to be running that would kill the Liberator at instant speed. Depends what the deck's doing, but it's quite nice to keep the option for Veil as well, I think. Big Jerry not really understanding the whole sacrifice a treasure, have to keep... Yeah, thank you. Disabling new matches. This will be the last one pre-combo being around then. Big Jerry. Maybe he's timed out due to this maintenance thing. I don't know. Come on. Oh, Big Jerry's back. Thinking about being back. I think I'll have an on-land. Thank you, Big Jerry. Don't think I'm going to be playing my Cultivator for 2 anytime soon. Come on, big dude. Let's try and speed it up a little bit. Don't make me play with these ridiculous animated pets anymore. By play with, I mean do the one thing you can do, which is to click. Gosh, it's hot in the UK at the moment. We're not used to this. It's like Spanish and Italian people just, you know, this is just normal. For us, this is like death level. Lazel, yuck. Don't really want that around. So this is why they're playing Alchemy, to play with Lazel. Yeah. What are we going to be specialised now? Maybe Lazel? Specialize red. So they're going to create 2 1/1 soldier tokens. Okay, so this is a guard agreed to combo, I suppose. Okay, I think we can get rid of the Facebreaker now. Why have I somehow bugged and now sound like I'm drowning in sound? Oh, there we go. Some kind of weird bug when I was reading the specializations. Come on, dude. You got no mana. Let your breaker go. There we go. Right. So, Oddity will be a 5/5. But then I can't attack. Lazel is going to be a pain in this game's rear end. We do need to put this in whilst we've got the pup trigger, so this will do what I'm doing. Just won't be attacking. We're going to be waiting until we can transform Oddity, maybe, which is 7, so 2 turns, 2 or 3 turns, 3, 2, 3, depending on what else we have to do. definitely a Genie Fae in there somewhere. Okay, so do we just cultivate her? Probably. And can attack with this. Because if they block with Lysel, we just buff the Oddity. Yeah. We get Lysel out of the way. And then we're back free and clear. What a load of point jumping. Sadly our Oddity dies, but it's the only real option. We can't get rid of Lysel otherwise. Got no sweeping effects, nothing like that, and a 3/6 double strike is always going to kill off one of our best things. Okie doke. We can put in the Oddity, put in the Mammoth, and I think we just pass, and then we transform Oddity next turn and go ham. And teach Big Jerry a lesson or two. If Big Jerry manages to murder my Oddity as I try and pay 7 to transform it, I will be very sad. Will the Pact Bound Duelist, so he could take the Oddity and then sack it. He's actually going to get rid of my Oddity. He would you, Will? Would you, Big Jerry? You can have anything else. Well, he would. Big Jerry, just give it back. Don't bother transforming Will. Maybe you don't have the land. I mean, this is why you're playing so many basics. Specializing random Naya specializer deck. This is going to transform into some kind of beast. More insult to injury, you're going to whack me with my own Oddity. Oh, thank goodness. So I can kill off the Will, which means we'll get the Oddity back. Thank goodness. We might as well attack with our indestructible Mammoth. We'll hold on to the Symbiosis. Don't need a land. He's transforming the Oddity for me. This is big plays by Big Jerry. This is big plays. I have never seen that. He's transforming my Oddity. So we need to keep some creatures alive. But so if I let this through, I take 14, 16. 10, 16, yeah. And then we get our Oddity back. And then we go and kill him. Good game, Jerry. Good game, mate. Here you go. You can have a whole nother Oddity. God. That has made my day. Big Jerry's made my day, apart from being incredibly slow. Good game. Okay, let's just have a very quick look at these stats. So, played best of 1, let 36 games with this, so we've actually got a pretty decent sample size compared to normal. And 67% win rate, all in Mythic, so all in the top, what was that, 500 or so? Mythic, 89% on the play, and 41% on the draw. Now these stats don't always add up to be perfectly right, but I can very well believe that this is much better on the play. This turn 1 creature into Jukai Liberator or Forceful Cultivator is sick on the play. Like, it's very, very hard to beat, even for other quick decks or decks with lots of answers to you. I can believe that it's much harder on the draw. I don't think it's as hard as this is saying, but maybe it is. I mean, this looks probably more what I would imagine. The last version, I mean, Snakeskin Veils is more just to round it off for a best of one. I made that change, and this is the version that I played in the video. As you can see, look, all through, well, top 300 Mythic we've been playing these games. Started at 306, ended at 245, so not a huge climb in the 1 hour, but still, you know, gone 60 places in an hour with a best of one, easy to play, I would say, deck. It's definitely a deck I could play on my mobile as I'm walking the dog or something. So the goal of the deck really was to beat mono red. Well, it looks like we've got a pretty good beating of that. We're crushing Izzets, crushing mono blue. I don't know how we're playing against these colours so much. I haven't noticed that much. We're, you know, haven't got really enough sample size against anything else. But yeah, I mean, it'll be interesting to see how the deck performs after the latest couple of nerfs, because I kind of built it to play against the combo decks. Yeah, I think it's probably going to be it's not the most fun because it's a bit linear and a bit simple, but I think it's probably going to be my go-to for, yeah, on the mobile when I can't play at my desktop. So yeah, if you want to use it for a quick climb, I'm sure that if you're in Diamond or Platinum, this will be a good climber for you. Get some rank quickly. So thank you very much for watching to the end. It's very nice to see more and more people staying to actually listen to the stats at the end. So yeah, thank you very much. I appreciate everyone who watches the videos. It does mean a lot to me. Yeah, I will see you next time.